Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor, and today we're testing the 2020 BMW X5. Now this is an excellent luxury SUV. As sad as it is to say, BMW has been impressing us more with its SUVs as of the last 5 years or so than its sedans. The X5 and the X7 both do an excellent job in all sorts of driving, and they're surprisingly hustleable too, as we'll see today in this review. So we're going to drive it around a little bit, take a look at the inside and outside, kind of wrap up with some thoughts on the vehicle. So this is the 40i model, rocking the engine that most people will get, the straight 6, 335 horse, 330 pound-feet of torque, mated to one of the best transmissions on the market. And let's get all the powertrain discussion out of the way up front. BMW does an excellent job with their powertrains. They're so powerful and so efficient and so smooth. If I could just have a BMW powertrain in every vehicle we drive, it would make everything that much better. Look at that, even in comfort mode, I slam the throttle, go through the kick down pedal, and it drops a bunch of gears right away and powers away smooth and strong. It's not the most power in this market. You can get much more powerful X5s even if you step up to just the M50i. But this is so much good power for just everyday driving and having some fun that unless you really want to pay extra for a rocket ship SUV, just stick with this motor. It's also relatively efficient. We have run this car on our highway fuel economy test, where we go out 50 miles back, same way, averaging 70 miles per hour to get a real world moving fuel economy average. So check the link in the description for that. And check the link in the description for our dedicated review of the Harman Kardon audio system, which sounds pretty good. Isn't quite top dog Bowers and Wilkins, but if you care about audio, check that out. And hit the subscribe button, really helps us out. So on this stretch, we'll do a little 60 to 0 emergency brake stop and 0 to 60 launch. No big surprises there. And as you can see, plenty fast enough for any sort of regular driving. But I like to drive the X5 around in comfort mode and enjoy the other things it has to offer. I really like BMW's Infotainment System. I think they do an excellent integration with both the rotary knob here, which feels good and works really nicely, and it also is a touchscreen. So if there's ever anything that works better to touch, you can just reach up and touch it. A lot of other brands have experimented with touchpads and with little track pads and all touchscreen or all rotary. No one does it better than BMW. They were one of the first with the iDrive system, and they've really done a great job. The navigation works really well, and look at that. Everything moves fluidly, responds quickly, looks nice. They've got good contrasts with everything. Ooh, let's hit this on-ramp here. I'll show you how well the Beamer hustles. We are rocking Pirelli P0 summer tires, and look at that, 60 miles per hour on this on-ramp. Not even that much body roll, really impressive. Up to highway speed, no problem. Let's go down into comfort mode, back to normal shifting, engage the semi-autonomous driving feature, and let the X5 pilot us. Really a great highway cruiser. Section highway is a little loud, but as we get away from these semis, you'll be able to see there's virtually no wind noise. Road noise is pretty quelled as well. BMW's driving assist works quite nicely. As you can see, it's taking us right around this corner. You do start to get these flashing lights when you haven't touched the steering wheel in a long enough time, but you don't actually have to put pressure on the wheel. You just have to sort of let it feel your finger sort of squeezing anywhere around the wheel. So that's really nice. It's better than those systems where you have to kind of give the wheel a wiggle. We open up the panoramic sunroof now, let a little light in here. If I were buying an X5, I would not option these 21-inch wheels. It sacrifices a little bit of ride quality. You can feel over these small road imperfections. Everything just kind of gets transmitted into the cabin. The big bumps are taken well, but there's a bit of floatiness, and I just know if you had 20-inch wheels, a little bit of extra rubber on the tires, it would help absorb these little road imperfections better. It's a great car to use for everyday sort of driving. Everything works really nicely. This one we're driving in, this costs about $83,000, so I'm a little disappointed not to see ventilated or cooled seats, but we do have massaging seats, a lot of different adjustability to them. They're very comfortable. In fact, I think the whole cabin is very comfortable and well laid out and handsome. BMW is really putting all its chips in the SUV basket, and it shows. All these vehicles from them, their X lineup, have been really, really good lately, from the X1 all the way up to the X7. No big surprises. This definitely isn't a standout wow-mobile the way the Genesis GV80 is, but it's very, very solid and a nice car to have around, drive, own, and experience. Not only that, but you'll see when we get out here, it comes in purple. This is something BMW does really well. I want to show you the backup camera. First of all, look how nice and large that screen is. You can see as my hand came up to it, different options were displayed. Also, I want to mention right there, you heard the engine kick back on. This is a 48-volt hybrid system, which allows for the stop-start function to be virtually seamless. I think every luxury vehicle should have a 48-volt hybrid these days. Go into the camera. You can see we've got that front point, but you also have a full 360 view superimposed. You can see all the parking lot around us, and you can click on these individual cameras and get that really nifty shot of, okay, I want to pull right up to this curb, angle it right there, boom. That works really nicely. Obviously, you can go to the other side. Really cool setup there from BMW. So let's take a look around the cabin some more. You've got adjustable air suspension ride height, some off-road modes, even a hill descent control. We are not going to be taking this one off-road. It's just not really the intent, especially with these summer tires. But it's cool to know you can do it. Audio system, very easy to use. Like I said, if you want to see more on that, as well as an Apple CarPlay demonstration, check the link in the description. You got heated and cooled cup holders. Very cool to see. A wireless device charger, 12-volt outlet there, USB-A. In the relatively small center console, you've got USB-C. Some nice grips down there. Classic luxury style single flip up in case someone has their arm over there. I do appreciate that the center armrest and the side armrests are heated as well. Everything feels so good, so nice. You got a little storage compartment over there. Not many people probably know about that. Very cool. Let's head to the back. Beautiful light tan interior. Not the most space back here. I'm a little surprised. I mean, I have plenty of leg and headroom as a 5'10" person, but it would be a little bit tight with a car seat. So I'm kind of surprised that a large vehicle like this, they didn't give at least a little like slidable center row. Give a little bit more room. In fact, I don't even think, does this seat recline? No, it doesn't even recline. So you've kind of got this one position. It's a little upright for my taste. I would like to see more adjustability back here. You do have a little spot for a tablet holder and a USB-C point. Down here you got heated seats, rear climate control, vents, nice center armrest that comes down, very solid. Some cup holders, and a little center storage compartment. Got your panoramic sunroof up there that is illuminated at night, looks great. Now this X5 does not have the optional third row, so if we fold this seat down, we are greeted with just a relatively flat load surface. Let's head to the back. I find this kind of neat about the X5. It does maintain a split fold liftgate tailgate situation. So that one comes up and you still kind of have things held in here, but then you click that and that comes down powered as well. So you can sit here, you can watch a sporting event or something like that. It's a nice place to sit, but also just allows you to get in here. Got this huge underfloor storage well when you don't have a spare tire. Nice carpeted materials, some grocery bag holders. We used those earlier this week. You can fold the seats from right here. Although you do still have to flip the headrest down if you want to get in there. You've got this privacy cover, looks very nice. And then let's do the Daily Motor camping test. If you owned an X5 and you wanted to camp in here, could you do it? First of all, you got to get this out, which is proving not to be the easiest of all the ones we've ever tested. I don't want to break it. Well, there's probably some trick way to do it. I am not enlightened to that, so we will just head underneath, lay back, and at 5'10", it would be a bit tough, but I could lay down in here with some angle. Let's see, can we close? Doesn't look like we can close the lift gate with the key, but my feet could go right up against it and I could fit in here, just not super comfortable, and I have to figure out how to get that out. All right. However, if you get out here properly, press the button, those both close together, and then we get to see this cool purple color. It's very subtle, but it is kind of a nice purple. I think it's a handsome SUV. It's not exactly radical styling, but I think BMW's done a good job with it. The cool thing is we actually have a Genesis GV80 in this week as well, so we will be comparing those, doing a separate review on the Genesis and seeing which one is the SUV king. I do know that the Porsche Cayenne really gives the X5 a run for its money, but this is still a great option in this class. So thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see more on the X5, hit that subscribe button. Check the links in the description for our sound system test and our highway fuel economy test. And we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.